Okay, we understand that sometimes people don't listen to what we say. And so you might not realize what a good season softball is having, and specifically what a good season Kat Rodriguez is having.
Yes.
So I just wanted to give you some numbers. If you're just driving in the car and you're like, Kat Rodriguez, tell me more about this. Why is she on the pod? She leads the country in RBI, Jones.
The country, Adam. The entire country.
The entire United States of America.
Looking up at Kat Rodriguez.
I did. She's in the top 10 nationally in 5 different categories. But this is my favorite.
Oh.
This is from
Adam's going to the notes app.
Yeah, I'm going to the notes. This is from Alex Funderburk, who does a great job with Carolina Softball Athletic Communications. So Kat Rodriguez played 4 seasons of softball before she got to Carolina, 144 games. In those games, she drove in 60 runs. This season, she has played 37 games, and she's driven in 62 runs.
Oh, yeah.
So not why is Kat Rodriguez on the pod? Why did it take Jones and Adams so long to get her here? Kat, thanks so much for being here. Why are you just thriving in Chapel Hill right now?
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me. Honestly, I say this so many times. It's a team. Like, RBIs, yeah, it's awesome. I'm driving them in. But without my teammates on base, I'm driving nobody in. So it's really my teammates. The guys in front of me, they're always on, and they make it so easy for me to drive in runs.
What has this experience? So first year in Chapel Hill. What has this experience been like? What do you like about Chapel Hill, the school, the program? Just tell us everything about your first year here.
It's crazy. Honestly, you know, you hear about the Duke Carolina stuff. You hear about Carolina Blue all the time. But I'm like, okay, like whatever. It wasn't until I got here that I realized how big of a school, of a university, of a family, everything that Carolina has to offer. So it's really just a family. That's all I have to say about Carolina. The softball family, the sports admin, everyone, it's a family here.
What is different, and this is in no way to say something negative about Pittsburgh or anywhere else, but what is it that makes it, that family aspect, different? How does Carolina do it in your mind differently?
Yeah. People just bleed Carolina blue. So I was at Pittsburgh, for those of you that don't know. I was there for 3 years, and you're kind of competing. I don't want to say competing, but you're essentially competing with 3 other professional teams. So, yeah, our games got sold out. Our games were pretty packed and stuff like that. But, again, you're competing with 3 other professional teams. Carolina, it is Carolina Blue 24/7. People are always rocking it. People are always, they know my name. I just got here, and people know my name at these games. So I think it's just a big environment that's all about Carolina Blue.
Whenever I watch Carolina softball play, this year's team seems like a team that really likes each other. What has happened to make that be true? Why does that environment exist right now?
Yeah, so we kind of came into the fall knowing that we had 7 freshmen and 7 transfers. And for a team that carries, right now we have the biggest roster we've ever had. We have 26 girls, but usually softball teams carry 20 to 25 girls around there. So bringing in 14 new people, we knew that was going to be a mess, especially with girls. You know how girls are. So we knew that was going to be rough. But I think our head coach, Megan Smith, she really took it into consideration that fall had to be a builder year. It had to be everything. We had to know each other. We had to get to know each other. We had to know how each other worked. So the fall was really just a builder year. All we did was team building stuff. We got to know one another. We listened to each other. And the whole fall was really like that. And I think it catered into this spring. You see it. Like, we all play for each other. One person's greatness is all of our greatness. One person's downfall is all of our downfall. Like, we all feel each other's pain, everything, family ties, everything. So I think the fall had a lot to do with just building.
That feels like it would be hard to do. Like, you can go and do like a ropes course or go to the beach or whatever, but it doesn't like automatically happen. No. So what made it, what about this group made it happen?
It was the little things. Everyone was willing to make this happen. So even the returners, you know, it's easy for a returner to be like, oh, I have one more year. Why do I have to get to know these people? But everyone was invested. And honestly, the funniest one that I like to mention of a team building exercise was, so the team is split up into 4 different teams. And you had to cook a home meal made from scratch for 40 people. Everyone on staff and the whole team. and all that. And let me tell you, you get to know one another when you are in a kitchen trying to cook things. So it's little things like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be team building rope courses and stuff like that, but it's just get in a kitchen, try to cook a dinner, and see how one another works.
What'd you cook?
Ugh, pasta.
You're disappointed with your effort, it seems
For
like.
some reason, pasta isn't like my strong suit, but I was a sous chef. They told me, hey, we need chopped tomatoes. Okay, I was in there chopping tomatoes. Whatever they needed, I was there. But the actual cooking, not my forte.
Who did what was the best meal?
We did.
Okay.
We won.
Okay, other than y'all, which was obviously the best meal, what did the other people do?
We
This
had
is fascinating.
Yes,
You and I should do this.
I really think every team that's getting together needs to do a team night where everyone gets to cook. But we did pasta. The other teams did. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank.
Not even memorable.
I'm drawing a
wasn't even
blank.
impactful.
Pale in comparison to
Yeah.
Cat's
Yeah, look,
team's
your
meal.
chicken penne was fine, I guess, but
Actually, I remembered one. It was during football season. So we did one on a Sunday where all the girls got together and they did finger food for a Sunday tailgate and stuff like
Right.
that. And then we played tailgate games. We have two really big Buffalo kids. What's that called? Buffalo Mania? What is it?
oh yeah, okay, yeah.
You know, what
Like
I'm
the
talking
Bills
about.
Mafia.
Bills
Bills
Mafia.
Mafia.
That's
Buffalo
what it is.
Mania,
Buffalo
Bills
Mania,
Mafia.
same thing, whatever. So those two hosted a day that the Bills were playing, and then we got to kind of see what that was like. So that was also fun, but our pasta took the cake.
Yeah.
It was easy.
Somebody call Josh Allen. Tell him it's Buffalo Mania.
Buffalo
We're
Mania.
changing it. TM.
My roommate is a Buffalo girl, so she's gonna kill me for saying that.
I heard high praise for your Halloween costume.
High praise for sure. I'm a 6-year. I had fun with it. I was an old man. Yeah.
You went as Adam?
Hilarious.
I was literally an old man, and then we have another super senior, and she was a grandma. So we pulled it together.
Are there pictures of that
Yeah,
that you're going to
there
send
is.
us that we can use? Okay,
There
good.
is. I could pull up some pictures. It was fun. We even played like a dodgeball, and someone hit a ball right back at my gut, and I had no reaction to it. It was just boom. It was awesome.
Describe your mom's level of Carolina softball fandom.
Oh my God, you guys did research. My mom, yeah, she will not miss a game. Doesn't matter where in the world she is. Actually, funny enough, she has a job this weekend in Puerto Rico. She's flying back and forth from Puerto Rico
Holy
and
cow.
our games. No, my mom doesn't miss a game. She's the biggest Carolina fan.
Wait a second.
Yeah, that's a little.
Describe.
yeah.
So, what's the travel plans? Because the Tar Heels play Duke this weekend. We haven't talked about that. So the games are in Durham Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So what's her schedule?
So my mom was here last night for our game. I took her to the airport at 9:30 p.m. 5 a.m. she had a flight to Puerto Rico. She's setting up. So she does like a clothing exchange and stuff like that. So she sets up like a set kind of thing for the weekend. So she's setting up shop. She'll be there setting up all day today. She travels tomorrow morning, pick her up, take her to the game, post game, take her back to the airport. She goes back to Puerto Rico, does a day's full of work. Then I take her back to the airport. She goes back to the airport, sorry. Then she watches Saturdays and Sundays game. And then she's flying back to Puerto Rico on Monday. I
That's
feel
a
like
lot
that
of-
right there should explain her.
I respect you,
commitment.
Kat Rodriguez's mom.
Yeah, no doubt.
Her name's Elizabeth. She's an awesome, sweet little Colombian lady. Barely speaks English, but she's there at every game.
Speaks softball. I
She
know
speaks
that.
softball.
What's she like at the games? Does she get into it?
Oh, does she? So if you hear this like cute little lady in the corner screaming, "Power, baby, power!" Yeah, that's my mom.
That's her.
That's my mom.
Has she ever gotten kicked out of a game?
Not at Carolina because they love it here. Yeah.
In these 2 months, no.
No. Other days I can't say no. Yes or no.
No team gets more hype than a softball team. This isn't necessarily just Carolina. This is just like softball in general.
Yeah.
When did this happen? I feel like this happened like 5 or 6 years ago where the hype level is incredibly high.
Yeah, it's just no shame on baseball at all. I love baseball every day of the week. But if you go to a baseball game and you go to a softball game, the biggest difference is the atmosphere that a softball team will bring. We're not diminishing the other team at all. It is just hype for your own team. Like the cheers are another level. Everything. It's just different. It's a different atmosphere in the dugout. And I always tell people will be like, oh, softball's boring. Okay, come and sit in the dugout for one game.
Right.
We will change your mind.
Do you ever get angry at the other team?
Oh, all the time.
I would think it would get on your nerves.
Yes. So funny enough, we were just at Syracuse, and in my eyes, Syracuse in the ACC is the most chirping team. They're a great team, great softball players outside of the field. I could sit and have dinner with any of them, but they chirp. Let me tell you. I actually just posted a TikTok about this the other day.
Whoa.
Check it out.
Yeah.
But I'm standing on third base. I'm surprised they know my name, and all you hear is meow, 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 meow. While I'm on third base, they're just chirping the whole time.
Because her name's Kat.
Because my name is Kat.
Yeah,
right?
I get it, but like I feel like you're not the one to chirp.
I think that would power me. I think that would just make me angry more than anything else.
Plus, are you saying you were standing on third base like you had made it to third base and were getting ready to score?
Yes.
Like that's not.
And I did score. Let me put that out there. I was getting chirped.
That's not the right time to chirp.
I'm telling you, they're a great team. They're hitters, they're pitchers, everything. But they know how to chirp. They know how to get under your skin. Syracuse, #1 chirping team.
Well, there we go. On top of the chirp rankings.
Yeah.
Who's the hypest Tar Heel to stand next to in the dugout?
There's two.
Okay.
Lindsay Lumsden and Aaron Parker.
Okay, what makes them? They're just all in.
Nonstop. Every time I'm not hitting her on defense, I try to join them, and I'm like, woo! Like, okay, when do we get a break, guys? Come on. And they're like, yeah, no, we don't. This is the whole game. I'm like, good. Everybody has a job, and they take pride, and that is their job. They are the hype women. Love it.
Okay, you were very nice and said all the right things about driving in runs when we started. But in all seriousness, you are having a great year, as you probably know.
Thank you.
What do you feel like you're doing really well that has enabled you to be so locked in offensively?
People have asked me this before, and honestly, if you look at my swing from last year to this year, it's exactly the same. It's just being able to start a game. Like I say it all the time, you're right, I was being nice, but it's my teammates. Like, I'm starting a game with runners on second and third every first at bat with no outs. Like, there is no pressure. So I think my teammates have made it very easy for me to have no pressure at bats over and over again. Last night, we played Charlotte. Our leadoff, Lexi Roberts, hits a triple. I come up to bat with 1 out and a runner at third. Like, that is so easy. Those are pressureless situations, and I think half the battle in softball and baseball is pressure. Like, you go up to bat, there's so much pressure for you to get a job done, but these girls make it easy for me to go up there with zero pressure. All I have to do is hit a sac fly, hit a little dink, hit anything where they're going to score, and my job is done.
You seem very, like, steady to me. Like, do you ever go up and down? Like, you just seem very kind of calm and on the plane.
All the time. And I think Mommy Rodriguez is the one that gets the earload. No one on my team gets it. My roommate doesn't even get it. But my poor mother, man, she gets the ups and downs for sure. Yesterday, I think I went 1 for 4 on the night, which with the season I've been having, it's not my best night. So my mom, after the game, she comes up to me and she's like, sweetie, like, just let it go. Like, I know you're upset. And I'm like, how'd you know I was upset? I'm like, to everyone else, it's a decent night. But for me, I was like, ooh, like, no, 1 for 4. Haven't been doing that lately. So, yeah, I do experience the up and downs. But I don't show it to my teammates or anyone, really. Just my mom. I know my mom's the only one that could take it, so I show it with her.
How do you try and avoid it? I would think, I didn't play baseball at a high level, or softball at a high level, but I would think that getting to avoiding that when you're playing would be important. So how do you do that?
I think knowing that I'm a 6-year, I am one of the leaders on the team. Like, you don't want to show that to your teammates, especially one of my best friends on the team is 18. Like, she's one of our starting pitchers who I would say has kind of been struggling a little bit, but she's so talented. So as someone that I know that they look up to, you don't want to show that. So my best days, you won't know it's my best days. My worst days, you won't know it's my worst days. And that just honestly comes with maturing. I wasn't always like that, but I think now I know that there's people looking up to me, so you just have to be able to control those emotions, and that's really it.
Feels like either Carolina softball is turning the corner or has turned the corner. Why is the program doing that right now?
I think has and is, and it's 100%. It starts from the top. Our leadership, our coaches, like, they're exactly where they need to be, and they were the exact right people for this job. And just the insider of that team and how they work, they're amazing. I think it has turned a corner, and we still are turning a corner. And again, this week will be like a big step for us, but they're the right guys for this job, and they have instilled so much confidence, and the guys that they brought in, everything, they have been great. So I attest a lot to our coaches.
What do you like to do when you're not playing softball?
Monday nights, we get, there are off days, so we get together as a team, and we've been watching The Bachelor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this your first experience with The Bachelor?
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's not. But it's some of our freshmen's new experience, so I'm happy to be kind of showing them the ropes.
Just showing them the ropes.
Yes.
Who on the Tar Heel softball team would be the best candidate on the Bachelor?
Oh.
Ooh,
Maybe like the most watchable candidate.
me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I would love to see Erin Parker on there. One of our sophomores. She's crazy. She's a nut. I love her. I would love to see her as a bachelorette.
You did engineering at Pitt.
I did.
We don't even have that here at Carolina.
Right now, Adam.
Yeah, right
For
now. Stay tuned in 5 years. So what kinds of stuff do you know that we just have no idea about? And like, what? Engineering seems hard, I got to tell you.
Let me tell you, every time we pass by like a bridge or something, I'm like, something here isn't right. Or like, we pass by on our bus, and I'm like, oh my God, guys, like, hold on. That's it. Literally, that's
Basically
it.
just bridge
My
safety.
4 years, bridges. Yeah.
Okay. If somebody has been maybe casually paying attention to Carolina softball, or they've heard this interview and they're like, maybe I'd like to go see the Tar Heels play. Give me like a 20-second sell job of if they're on the fence, why they should come check you guys out.
Got you. Okay. First of all, crazy atmosphere from the dugout. You're going to get into it. You're going to chirp. You're going to be a part of the atmosphere. Number 2, there's a special in the 5th inning.
Oh.
I don't know if I could tell you guys, or if you got to just come and find out.
Well, I'd leave it as a cliffhanger, I
Yep.
think, for sure.
It's one of our parents, and once you know, in the 5th inning, you will know. And then also runs. If there's one thing that this team does is our offense is insane. So you want to see an offensive show, come and watch the Tar Heels play.